Hello and welcome, beautiful Gemini, to this, your self-love reading for September. Let's find out from the Sacred Rails Oracle deck what the focus of this reading is for you, my beautiful Geminis. What is the focus of this reading for beautiful Gemini? Ooh, chatty deck today. What we got? Ooh, defend to the end, the worthwhile. Wow. Okay. So, immediately, the thing that I notice about this card, because I've pulled this card before, and it always is very stark, is the lack of color here. Okay. And so something is, driving the color from your world, as it were. Whatever it is, this defend to the end, the worthwhile, has put you in this very stoic place. It's testing you. You are having to use all of your wisdom, also I'm getting a sense of, this kind of not just your wisdom, like your life experience, but also divine wisdom and knowledge, your intuition. It's kind of what I'm pulling here at the moment. And you really are being, protected and surrounded by this knowledge. But in the same way, you're almost hidden by it. Okay, it's a bit of a trap. It's I don't know if you see this or not in this card, but I certainly do. That it's an owl face, but it feels very much like a spider sitting on top of her head. It's very powerful and very spiritual, of course. And you're showing up as, I always feel like this is a warrior, someone who's been through these battles and has to present this face to the world, this very stoic, it's like passion has come through and just, this is, just what is left behind, this very, almost passionless, unemotional and very strong individual. Don't get me wrong. It's just that, the life, it feels like, has been drained away by something. Let's get into this a little bit more. I mean, I'm pulling a lot from this card already, but let's find out. We're going to check in with your shadow side here using the Sun and Moon Tarot deck, and then we'll also check in with your light side to get a little bit more information. So first card out is the Magician. It looks like you are trying to manifest. You are in that mode where you are trying to take your material resources, external, and alchemize them and manifest that, life that you want. This is very much kind of where I feel the focus of this, the energies that are around you, that you are, looking pretty exhausted because you are, like I said, taking the life out of you. That's what happens with magic, right? According to some programs like The Witcher. or actually I think I've seen some other programs too where, they say, um, to create magic, that sucks your life force. I mean, it comes from your life force is what some of those programs, TV shows I've been watching. Okay, I only watched The Witcher. I think I only watched the first season. There might not even be a second season yet. But anyway, interesting stuff. Um, but for you, this has been very draining. And, this Magician card and this card, Defend to the End the Worthwhile. I mean, you obviously have a very good reason for being in this position that you are in, obviously. Otherwise, it wouldn't say Defend to the End the Worthwhile. But the Magician card is also Major Arcana, which speaks to a lifelong, possibly lifetime, possibly more than one lifetime, pursuits. So you are trying to, I can tell you what you're trying to manifest because it popped out here, the Three of Cups, and this is your abundance, right? You are trying to work on your relationship with others, and bring those friendships to a very good and happy celebratory space. This is what you are working on. This is at the heart of what matters and what you care about. And this could be not just your friendships, your family. It could also be your partner, your significant other. Okay, futility just popped out. The Seven of Swords. So you are very much feeling the weight of what it is that you're wanting in your life, weighs heavily on your mind, and you are feeling that when you act on ideas and you make those ideas real, that you are leaving some ideas behind. I mean, that is always what is true about dreams anyway, is that they are very hard to pin down and to manifest into reality in exactly the way that they were dreamed up in the first place, right? Because dreams are very ethereal, and they have, it's why they're called dreams. Your goals, your, purpose in life, it's why they're called dreams, because just like dreams that we have at night when we sleep, when we wake up and we try to remember what they are, we're not always successful. And when we are successful, those dreams just don't seem to make a lot of sense. So, you have been trying for a long time to reach your abundance, to get to this place in your life where you're, I'm feeling very much so like this has to do with material wealth, but you've been trying very much to reach that space of material abundance, and are feeling right now that it is not working out the way that you had hoped for it to work out. So I think that is what I'm pulling from the shadow work that you are currently doing. Let's check in with the Smith-Waite Tarot deck. Now, already. So this is your lighter side. So we're asking for a bit more information from this deck, but on this side we're looking more at answers. and guidance for the things that you've been working on. The High Priestess popped out right away. So you are being guided to use your gut, your intuition, your knowledge, that you don't know why you feel a certain way, but you do. Those kinds of things. And, you might be sort of, I'm also picking up that you're kind of right at this doorway, and, things are hidden from you. However, you have this amazing High Priestess energy, also Major Arcana, that allows you to know things that are unseen. Okay, she's got a curtain across this doorway, essentially, and so she's kind of this gatekeeper of knowledge, that kind of knowledge. So you are being invited to trust in your intuition here, and to know that you are, in a good space in terms of, what you already know, even though you don't know how you know that. You can trust it, is what I'm getting from her. Now let us find out a little bit more about this Magician energy, the Three of Cups, and how you are feeling. What other guidance do we have? We have a new beginning. You have the Ace of Pentacles, so a new offer coming towards you. The universe is offering you a new start in abundance, and this could be material wealth as well, but I have a feeling, since it is floating around in the sky, that it is probably a different, the universe is offering you a different, I guess, perspective, a new perspective on your abundance and what it means to be wealthy, right? The other card that popped up to clarify the Ace of Pentacles is the Four of Wands. Now the Four of Wands, the 1111 card, this is a very loving card. This speaks to happiness and celebrations in love, for example, with family, within your community, and not just one community, because we all intersect in different ways, different communities. So your community's plural. This is like the ultimate joy and happiness in relationships that involve groups of people, more than one person, and more than just your relationship with yourself or with your significant other, for example. This speaks to friends, family, members, community. So you are being offered, this wealth, but it is being shared through your abundance is coming through, it looks like, or you're being invited to see the wealth and abundance that the universe is offering you through community here. All right. You also have the Page of Wands. Now, this is almost like the beginner mindset that I'm picking up regarding passion, your passion, the things that it's like an invitation. So these cards are guidance, right? To help you move past what it is that you are working on your shadow side. Although, none of these cards are anything bad. You might feel a little stuck or you might feel quite a bit drained, right? Um, of passion. And this card especially is inviting you to see, the things that you're passionate about, to take a step back to, I'm getting child. The page is definitely a youth. And so maybe thinking about those things that you were passionate about as a child, those things that you really enjoyed as a youth. So, in terms of a beginner mind, stepping back and thinking about those things. And it's not that you want to go back to being who you were back then. No, this is to inform the person that you want to become. Okay? So this is to help inform you, to help you to create or move towards the person that you want to become. So this is not about, you haven't lost anything here, really. This is about, a change in perspective, and just thinking about, the things that, you have defend to the end the worthwhile here. And so thinking about those things that are worthwhile to you can maybe help you to redefine what it means to you to have abundance in your life and happiness and, these amazing relationships it looks like you have. And also your relationship and trust in yourself. That's definitely come up here. So you have, on your shadow side, you've been working on manifestation. This guy, I love it when he pops out. And that's some really hard work that you're doing there. So I'm just pulling a couple. Oh, I love this card too. Oh, this is one of my favorite cards. Okay. So I'm just pulling a couple spirit animal guides, and for additional kind of support for this reading. And you have two. So you've got the deer spirit. It says, bring a gentle touch. And then you have dolphin spirit. Dolphin spirit says, this and that are true. So this and that are true. To me, this particular card speaks to the fact that dolphins are able to live both above and below the water. And it seems astonishing, especially that they spend most of their life in the water because they can't actually breathe underwater. So this and that are true means that you are able to have your cake and eat it too, maybe. No, I'm just kidding. No, that you have, a life of abundance here. But you may have to, shift your perspective. And Deer Spirit is here to kind of clarify with bringing a gentle touch. And what that could mean is that, this very warrior-like kind of mask that you have been wearing, it could be time to bring more of a gentle touch and to maybe play in, play above the water, and below, like the dolphin spirit does, and realize that you are able to be impactful and effective in your life, and still care about the things that are worthwhile to you, without feeling the drain and this sort of passionless existence that I'm picking up from this card. I mean, it's at the heart of the matter here, is what it seems to be. All right, Gemini. Wow, this is an intense reading here. I hope this resonated with you, and I hope you were able to find a little bit of guidance here. This seems to be a very, complicated issue. I mean, not really complicated, but there are a lot of moving parts here, and it seems like you're really diving deep and doing the work. So I say kudos to you for that. Yeah, so I hope to see you again when we do this next week, to focus on your love reading. And until then, light and love to you. Good night.